Liam, it's ended 3-3. It must be disappointed not to take all the 3 points on what was an eventful match on a difficult surface.
I actually think the pitch and the surface was fine. The wind obviously affected the game. No complaints at the scoreline. I thought 3-3 probably. At 3-2 up, we should have seen the game off. Connor's had a great chance. George has gone clean through, but it wasn't to be. And, you know, I'm just disappointed at the goals. You know, a direct corner, free kick, like straight in. Second one, Dan's caught the ball, decides to throw it out to Connor, which, when you're defending a strong wind, is madness. Connor loses possession, the ball comes back, and from there they score. Second goal, he's a lot more experienced. He should know, just get the players up to the halfway line, and then we start again. Third goal, Regan's just got to stop the cross. So for us, the goals we've conceded have been really poor, and I think the goals we've scored have actually been really well worked goals. The second goal was probably as good as team goals we've had this season. Third goal was a brilliant header by George Newell, and the first one, the set piece has worked 2 or 3. They've got the block, they've got the touch, and George is in the right place to score a good header. That's the disappointing side. Probably showed a little bit of a lack of experience, but also showed bits of character as well throughout the game. So as much as you turn around to feel like it's 2 points dropped, I actually don't, because I think on the balance of play it was probably a fair result.
In terms of goals scored, George Newell with 2 goals, as you say. You must be pleased to see more goals from attacking players in more defensive positions. Well,
to be honest, John, our Achilles heels this season, we haven't scored enough goals. So George started against Boston, scores. He started against Pilkington, scores. He didn't start at Gloucester, but he then did start against Bradford today and scored 2. So, you know, fair play to him. Nice to see him staying fit, and hopefully he gets a run of goals, which is important between now and the end of the season. I think Jack was struggling a little, Doyle was struggling a little bit in the first half, even though he's trying to play through, but he didn't look right to me. We had to make the change at half time, and once again, you know, I thought Charlie Oliver acquitted himself really well. So there's positives to come out of it, but you know, we haven't lost any ground. We are where we are. We've just got to get a run of form. I think it's only our 5th or 6th draw all season, so it's unusual for us to draw a game, but you know, we'll have to take that. You know, disappointed with the negatives in terms of defensive point of view, but pleased with the positives and showing character, and because we could have easily gone under in the game, especially when we went 2-1 down early on in the second half, and then come back and play, you know, a good 25-minute spell of really good footy, and you know, deservedly went 3-2 up and should have seen the game out, but we didn't.
In terms of Jack Doyle going off at half time, was that a recurrence of the hamstring again on the heavy pitch?
No, he looks like he's carrying a knock on his ankle to me. Jack's saying he's alright, but he didn't look fluid. His movement didn't look his usual self. So sometimes you've got to be more honest and say, yeah, I'm feeling something, because that's the way it looked. But you know, he's a great kid, so I don't want any worries about it.
Eventful day on the pitch, but yesterday seemed to be an eventful one. A couple of comings and a couple of goings. Devon Green, firstly, he moved on to Scunthorpe United, and a chance for him to resurrect his chances in the Football League. Your comments on that one?
Yeah, well, you know, I understand what you're saying there, John, resurrect his chance, but he's actually never played in the Football League. He's been at a Football League club, but you know, he never broke through. He's ended up drifting into non-league. He's got an awful lot of things to be unbelievably grateful for in terms of to Southport Football Club. And it comes back to what we said. I think 2013 I sold Sean Worley and Andy Parry to Luton, and then to actually have 2 go into the league this year in terms of Dion and Devon, and as you said, Dion scored again today in the Football League, so it brings good money in. It also gives us, you know, when we're trying to attract younger players or, you know, new players to the football club, we can point to, instead of players who've, I know Sean Moore, who was on the telly, missing a great chance against Liverpool the other day, but you know, it's actually easier to point to people to likes of Devon and Dion, because people will relate to them a lot more, because you know, they're fresh and newer. That this club is an unbelievable platform to actually come here, do well, work hard, and you know, we won't stand in your way. We'll actually help you on your way, and it's Devon's been another case this week. So yeah, we wouldn't stand in his way, and you know, it was a good deal all round for both clubs.
in terms of Jack Dunn. He's the man that's come in to sort of replace him, alone from Warrington for a month. What do you see in Jack that he can bring to the party?
Well, if you look at Jack Dunn's Wikipedia page, it'll tell you an awful lot of massive highs as a youth player. You know, England acknowledgement, and into Liverpool, and then obviously, you know, Tranmere, he's been at Morecambe when Dean Winnard was there, and obviously he has an unbelievable ability. He just needs to run of games, and he needs to stay fit, and he needs to be, you know, understand, you know, you're only as good as your next game, and if we can get anything like, he would have more technical ability than probably most of the others who've gone. So it's about that. We've got him for a month, see what happens with him, and you know, nice to see if we can find something to actually get it out of him as well.
Morgan Thompson-Smith, he's gone out on loan to FC United, and Adam Anson, a signing that's gone back to Whitney Albion for the rest of the month, but a signing for the future.
Yeah, Morgan, he had a loan at Combe, which you know, he didn't get enough game time, and he come back. He's had a few starts for us, and FC United. Brian Richardson, who's the assistant manager there, was his manager at Prescott, who brought him through. So for him to go there, get some game time, actually get a smile back on his face, be lively. I think he scored today, someone said. So, you know, which is good. Great little boost for him, and I hope he does well for the month.
And you've brought in a centre half. You want to tell supporters about the play you're expecting to bring in?
Adam Anson, 6'3", very mobile. Was at Chorley last year, was in and out the side. Obviously he's learned good habits there, and obviously they've been promoted. He's gone to Whitton to play more games, and he's just blossomed. He's someone I've been aware of for a few years. I've got to thank Whitton, they've been brilliant dealing with it. You know, both the chairman John Salmon and Mac, the manager. So you know, and the flip side, they've just lost another centre half who's gone to play in Australia, so it was a case of helping him. We could have took him straight away, but I think you try and help one another out, and that's been the case. Adam's been good enough to be, he was happy to come here. He probably wanted to come here and stay, but he was happy to stay and appreciate what Whitton had done for him. So good fit all round. I do look at him as a type of Stephen Ackrick centre half, and if he turns out anywhere as good as Echoes, we've got a really good player on our hands.
Thank you very much, Dave.
Cheers.